We're back to Vibe Check. I'm your host, Nate Simone, and I have my special guest with me, Michael Sterling. You have so many names. What's going on?
I'm doing very good. I'm happy to report. How about yourself?
I'm doing pretty good, just chilling in the cut, catching these vibes.
And what
I
I'm
want you to
talking
catch
about?
these vibes with us today. You ready to catch these vibes?
Sure, absolutely.
With music, a lot of people tend to stay in their lane, but what I've noticed about you is that you basically did almost every genre of music. Like, how do you even do that? Some people kind of stay in the lane, but you like, I'm gonna do reggae, I'm gonna do R&B, I'm gonna do this. Like, how do you come up with just the idea that you want to just switch or change the genre or just do the genre? Like, who told you like you can do that? Is this something you didn't care? You was like, I'm gonna do it anyway.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you know what? It's these things tend to happen when you don't know the rules. It's like if I was reading the rule book, it probably would have said on page 13, you know what I'm saying? That's not supposed to actually happen. But due to the fact, like many of us, when you get ready to enter into a thing, you're not really paying attention to the rules. So you don't know that you don't know. You understand that? Yeah, you're not supposed to. Why are you interested in salsa? You're not supposed to be interested in salsa. I say, well, maybe not, but I am. And there you are. So, for me, it's been like that. When it's a reggae thing, hey, if I'm feeling this, I'm feeling it. When we say music is a universal language, and the way it is that we learn it, 5 lines and 4 spaces.
Nice. And do you have a favorite? Like, what is your favorite genre of music to do? Like, are you like, I want to do like reggae, but I actually love R&B better? Or do you just love them all equally?
Yes, I kind of look at things like the way the public, I am of the opinion that the public doesn't know major label from independent label. They don't necessarily know that this is R&B or soul. I think when people listen to music, they think good record, bad record. I like this song, I don't like that song. They don't know about designers. It's the same thing like somebody smells a perfume. Oh, but you're supposed to like that because that's Bulgari. Now, all I know is I like the way that smells. This I don't care for that much. So for me, with music, it's like that. I don't really look at it that particular way. I just look at good song, bad song. Like that record, I don't like that record. I don't care who it is or what it is. If I like it, I'm with it. It could be Mark Anthony. Oh man, I'm feeling this right here. You know what I'm saying? Kendrick Lamar or J. Cole. Oh man, I'm all about this right here. You know what I'm saying? And there you go. That's what I do.
Okay. Now, I've noticed that a lot of artists been loving your music because a lot of them sampled and covered and redid some of your songs over, like DJ Khaled, Nicki Minaj, August Alsina, Monica. I mean, the list goes on. Do you have a like? Do you have a favorite? Do you have a favorite redo? Like, who done your music over? Do you have a favorite one? Like, Boy Greasy did one of your songs over.
I don't have a favorite.
You don't have
I don't
a
have a
favorite?
favorite, but I'm always excited. I'm always excited when I hear what it is that someone, would do, like, with the music. Like when I heard Usher, I thought, oh, right, man, cool. John did his thing. Or when I heard Avant, singing, I thought, all right, wow, that's different. You know what I'm saying? On how it is they did Latasha Scott, which I love, what she did. So I'm wrong, oh man, I heard, August, I see, do his thing, Chris Brown, did his, I like, what people do, on the music. I like it.
Did you get excited when you hear the songs? Did you jump around in the house and like, oh, or were you just so calm, had your legs crossed, and you was like, that's pretty dope? Like, was you, because I know I would have been excited if I was able to hear somebody doing something that I did over. You know, I would be hopping around the house, maybe doing flips. Was you doing flips in the house when you heard
No,
this?
no, no, I ain't really like, that. But when somebody says something that's fly, you know, I'm like, oh man, oh, that was cool. I heard, Ludacris, say a line, you know, it's all different for me. That's what I'm saying. When Rick Ross said something, cool, with the music, like that's, I'll get excited. Like when I hear somebody say something, on the record that's really fly. I was like, oh man, that was dope. That's, I get excited about that.
Well, I know something we could get excited about. We about to jump into one of your videos right now. So why don't you introduce your video to us right now?
Okay, all right. We're gonna hit you with the throwback. Now this is the song, we're gonna hit you with the song, that Ball Breezy and Lyric Ty did their thing, on this record. This song's called What Do You Do?
What You Do. Let's check it out, and we're gonna be right back with Vibe Check. Are back to Vibe Check. Michael Sterling is still in the house, in the building, however you want to call it. What gave you the inspiration to that song?
Oh, yeah.
Take us back when you was writing that song. Take us back.
I was trying to write something, as I am most of the time. I'm trying to write something that I think people will really, relate to, and that it can be useful, user friendly. And so I was writing a song about, a particular, position with a woman. What do you do? What do you do? When she loves you, or what do you do? When you hurt her, or what do you do? So it's kind of like a repair manual.
Okay. Do you think, like, with the music now, do you think that we losing love in the music that is, basically here now? Do you think love is being lost in music?
I don't think that love is being lost in music. And as a matter of small fact, I'm glad you mentioned that. I'll give you my perspective. My perspective, as it relates to music, is I see it the way that I see a tree with a lot of branches, on it. The only thing that's not cool to me about music right now is that we're not giving the people enough examples of all the versatility that actually exists out here. Like, in other words, I'll liken it to a film argument. there was an argument that, a few years back that Spike Lee was making concerning Tyler Perry's, art, his particular art. And he mentioned, that he thought that the particular type of stuff that Tyler was doing, didn't, represent whatever, how it is I'm saying, paraphrasing, like one could make the argument like the best of us. So my thing was this, right here. It's true, as whatever person's opinion, is about things. What I think is that balances is if you are able to see Spike Lee's art, which I happen to love, be a fan of, and Tyler Perry's art, which I happen to be a fan of, you know what I'm saying, and so on and so forth. All of these brilliant, directors and content creators, you tend to not be so judgmental as to what this particular thing is if you're looking at the balance. So it is with music. No one's really stopped making, music. So if you allow all of these things to be able to be exposed at the same time, then you would really see that, no, we haven't lost any love because there are a lot of specialists that's out there, that's, dealing, with the case. But it's only when a radio station or a situation goes into a corporate situation where you're playing the same, 25 things, and you're not showing all of, the different type of art that's being created, that you get the impression that, the love is not, trust me, it hasn't gone anywhere.
Okay, that does make sense. That make a whole lot of sense because when you listen to radio, you do hear the same songs over and over again. So with that being said, like who are you listening to in your car? Who is on your playlist?
No, we are listening to everyone. And I tell you, everyone, there is nothing, that we aren't, listening to. So whatever's, out there. What I try to do is and move it around and keep my, eye on, all of the players. All of the players, whether or not it's a Jacquees thing or a Pleasure P thing or Bruno Mars thing or a Doja Cat, thing. As this Kendrick Lamar thing. Like, well, I'm all over the place. It really doesn't matter. And then sometimes I'm, looking at what Earth, Wind, and Fire, I be doing. So for me, there really isn't any limitations as to what it is, that's happening.
Okay. All right. Well, that's fair enough. And I know we're in Scorpio season, and I heard you just had a birthday and a party.
And you know this woman.
Okay, so tell us about your birthday party. Happy belated birthday, first and foremost.
Yeah.
Many blessings, many more years to come.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I'd like to be here for 300, more years.
Yeah, 300 more years to you, okay?
There's a gentleman, his name is Flynn Mobley, and he came to me with, an idea, and he said, "Hey man, I'd like to, honor you, and throw you this, party." I was like, "Oh man," he was like, "What's your thoughts?" I was like, "That could be very cool, it'd be very cool, my wife and I would be happy, to come there and get our boogie on." And that's such a party, and so we did, and then artists, came out, and there was performances, and we got a chance to actually, sit down and enjoy, some other people performing, and then I did go to that stage. I went to the stage. I couldn't stop.
And you showed off, and you was showing off.
And I had to show that I still got it.
Okay,
if I do say so myself, like Jay-Z said.
You still got it, and I heard you got some new music in the works. I heard that you sung one of your new songs at your party.
Yeah, there's so many things, that I got going, now one of the things that I'm really excited about is that we have a reunion, album, reunited with the group that I started, with Silver Platinum. We got our first, really big charted records, with that group. And we've come with a new project that's doing really well. It's called Silver Platinum 2. And so that's, one of the things, that's happening. And I got another solo, album coming. There's a bedtime stories, too, coming. And man, I'm doing things. Lots of million. It's a gentleman. Hey, we got a 305 representative that's coming. He's coming. It's gonna be very, very cool. Stuff you're gonna be, excited, about. Trust me when I say, people, your man's not done yet.
Okay, well, we're excited to hear new music from you. And I just want to say thank you so much, Michael Sterling. It's been a blessing. 300 more years to come.
Thank you for having me, And Simone, I know how y'all do, Vibe Check crew.
RepYoCity.